Welcome to Brindavan, a Parthasadi family Samarpanam to our beloved parents, a space for enjoying Vaishnava Sampradaya, slokas, songs, Divyadesa Pasarams, and much more. Namaskaram Bhagavatas. In our Ayiram Namangal, Ayiram Gunangal series, today we will enjoy Vishnu Sahasranamam, Sloka 59. रामानुजदयापात्रं ज्ञानवैराग्यभूषणं श्रीमद्वेङ्कटनाथार्यं वन्दे वेदान्तदेशिकं श्रीशैलेशदयापात्रं दीपत्यादिगुणात्मकं यतीन्द्रप्रवणं वन्दे रम्यजामातरं मुनिम्
वेदास्वाङ्गोचितकृष्णो दृढसङ्कर्षणोच्युतः वरुणो वारुणो वृक्षपुष्कराक्षो महामनाः.
The first nama in Slokam 59 is Vedaha. He always gives splendor to his devotees, those who surrender unto him. Like in Krishnavataram, he was born to Vasudeva and Devaki. They were so overjoyed with Bhagavan when he was born to them. Then he made Vasudeva take him over to Yashoda, and he gave all the experiences of childhood to Yashoda Mata and all the pranks that he did as a child. And he also showed himself as a great person, like when he lifted the mountain, the Govardhanagiri mountain, and when he drank the milk out of Putana and took over her life. So, like that, he showed his splendor to his devotees. He makes them astonished about him. Nama is Vedase Namaha. Next, we'll see Swangaha. He has all the paraphernalia, the umbrella, the chamara, that is the fan, everything in his abode, indicating that he is the king of the universe and will always have all his things that a king has, because he is the king of kings, as we see. Nama is Swangaya Namaha. Next we see Ajitaha. Jita is also to win. Ajita, he cannot be won. He is the king of Sri Vaikuntham, that is made of celestial matter. That is Sudha Tattva. There is no decay, birth, or death. It is Aparakrita. And birth, death, decay, aging, everything is here only in the Bhulokam. They are the characteristics of Bhulokam. But since he is a king of Vaikuntham, Sri Vaikuntham, which is Sudha Tattva, there is no decay or anything like that. So he cannot be won. He is always the biggest of the big. He is in Sri Vaikuntham. He is eternal. So this typically means that is eternal. Nama is Ajitaya Namaha. Krishna. Krishna is dark hued. He has a dark hue colored body, like the clouds that is just about to rain. In Sri Mahabharatam, Santi Parvam, Lord Krishna says to Arjuna, O Kunti's son, I hold the huge world that is dark as steel. That's why I am dark colored. Hence my name is Krishna. In Varaha Avataram also, the dark hued Krishna is described. Bhagavan is endowed with 5 types of Shaktis. The 5 types of Shaktis are Parameshti, Puman, Vishwaha, Nivritti, and Sarvaha. These are the 5 important Shaktis of Bhagavan's body. He does not give up all the Shaktis due to his natural compassionate nature. Incarnations of Matsya, Kurma, Naraha are made of these Shaktis. He keeps these powers to himself. So he is called Krishna. Nama is Krishnaya Namaha. Andal in Nachyatamani 13.1 sings about how Kannan, the dark-hued god, Kannan does not come to marry her. And when somebody is talking about it behind, she feels it is like when tamarind falls on a wound. It's so painful for her. He said this Peruman who is wearing yellow colored clothes does not understand her. Kannan ennum karundeivam காட்சி பழை கிடப்பேனை புண்ணில் புளிப்பெய்தாற் போல புறநின்று அழகு பேசாதே பெண்ணின் வருத்தம் அறியாத பெருமான் அறையில் பீத்தகாடை கொண்டு என்னை வாட்டம் தனிய வீசீரே. She says that dark-hued Kannan or Krishna does not understand my difficulties, how sad I am. Now we will see Dhridaha. He takes the Vyuha avataram for his worshippers to enjoy and experience. Such Vyuha avatarams are not imaginative forms, but true concrete avatarams of Perumal when he descends on the earth for people like us to enjoy. That is a Vyuha avataram. The Nama is Dhridaya Namaha. We will now see Sankarshanaha. He attracts everything, both Chetana and Achetana beings, towards himself. He is the creator of all the beings and he is the one. So he attracts everything towards himself and makes sure that they do not leave him. The four of these avatarams, Aniruddha, Pradyumna, Sankarshana, are all seen in Parthasarathi Perumal temple in Chennai. Tirallikeni, Parthasarathi, Venkatakrishnan Perumal. We can see all the avatarams, all the Vyuha avatarams, Sankarshana, Pradyumna. Next we will see Achyutaha. He does not deviate from his duties even during his Vyuha avatarams. Even during his Vyuha avataram he does not deviate from his duties. He keeps doing his duties as always. Even if Brahma, Indra and Varuna have birth and death and appointment, because they are all created by you, you, the Supreme Lord, are the only one who is eternal, as told in the scriptures. That's why he is Achyutaha. Nama is Achyutaya Namaha. Varuna is the next Nama. He hides in everything. He envelops the sky and Sri Vaikuntham and all the three worlds. He makes a veil of Maya, as he himself said. And he closes everything that people don't see him. And he shows himself only to those who surrender unto him, as told in Taittiriya Upanishad. We will see the Nama Varuna now. He resides within those who surrender to him and take him as their master. In Bhagavad Gita he said, I am in them, within those who surrender unto me. So once we surrender unto him, Bhagavan comes within us and takes charge and makes sure that we go in the righteous path and we do only the right things. The Nama is Varunaya Namaha. Thirumangalvar in Periyathamazhi 1.10.9 on Thiruvengadam sings how Perumal stays inside him as Antaryami, how he is within his mind. The Thiruvengadam Perumal, Tirupati Balaji. Vandai en manam puhundai மன்னி நின்றாய் நந்தாத கொழுஞ்சுடரே எங்கள் நம்பி சிந்தாமணியே திருவேங்கடம் மேய எந்தாய் இனியான் உன்னை என்றும் விடேனே. He says that you have come into my mind and you are within me now. Now I will not leave you at any point in time. Endrum videne, I will never leave you. We will now see the next nama, Vrikshaha. Vriksha is tree. He is like a tree. Just like a tree gives shade, he takes all those who surrender him into his fold under his shade and protects them. He is like the tree. He makes them enjoy the coolness of the shade, and in the process he also tolerates all their constraints. No man or no being can say that they have no constraint. They have everybody has some constraint or the other. So Bhagavan takes all of that and protects us and keeps us under his shade once we surrender to him. So the Sharanagati Tattva is repeated again and again for us to, and it's reiterated for us to understand and follow and think that Bhagavan is our only resource for everything. In Bhagavad Gita, chapter 15, verse 1, Lord Krishna says, they speak of an eternal Ashwath tree with its roots above and branches below. Its leaves are the Vedic hymns, and one who knows the secret of this tree is the knower of the Vedas. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Urdhvamulam Madam Shakam Ashvatram Prahur Avyayam Chandansi Yasya Parnani Yastam Vedasa Vedavit. He says, the one who knows the secret that the leaves of the Ashwath tree are the Vedic hymns is the knower of the Vedas. We will now see Pushkarakshaha. His divine eyes are filled with mercy and compassion toward those who surrender to him. The repeated example, what we see of Bhagavan's mercy, is when Prahlada calls Bhagavan, he comes immediately at the call of his little boy to save him. Similarly, when the elephant Gajendra was bitten by the crocodile and he shouts Adimulame, Perumal comes immediately. His mercy is filled with, you can see it in his eyes, especially for those who surrender unto him. Swami Vedanta Desikan, in his Dashavatara Slokam, the second pass, Stotram, writes about how Perumal's divine mercy or karuna for his bhaktas. The last nama is Mahamana in Sloka 59. He has a large, generous mind. Maha is always huge, big. Manas is the mind. So he has a large, generous mind towards his devotees. He is never satisfied with what he has given us, and he wants to keep giving us more and more, unendingly, without getting affected by the misdeeds that we do out of ignorance. A good example of how Perumal has a large, generous mind is when his study mate or his very close friend Sudama comes to him after some time when they grow big, after they finish their studies. He comes as a very poor person, and Lord Krishna, knowing that he has come to see him but will not ask anything, even though he has been ordered by his wife to go and ask Lord Krishna for help, he will not ask him. So Lord Krishna treats him in such a friendly manner and with so much of respect, and eventually gives him lots of riches without his knowledge. So when he goes back home, he sees everything as transformed. And who has made it? Lord Krishna has made it. That is his generous mind. Nammalvar in Periyathiruvanthadi 53 sings about how Bhagavan is always waiting to see what he can give his bhaktas, and he gives them even Vaikuntham or Paramapada Prapti or Moksha. ஒன்றொன்று செங்கண்மால் யான் உரைப்பது உன் அடியார்க்கு என் செய்வேன் என்றே இருத்தீனே நின் புகழில் வைகும் தம் சிந்தனையில் மற்ற இனிதோ நீ அவர்க்கு வைகுந்தம் என்ன அருளும் வான். He says, I tell you one thing, you always think about your devotees and keep thinking what you should give them even more. Nammalvar Pasaram, Periyathiruvanthadi 53. To summarize the sloka, he always gives or provides all the splendor to his devotees who surrender to him. He has all the paraphernalia, the umbrella and the chamara, in his eternal abode, as he is the king of the universe. He proves this all the time. He is the king of Sri Vaikuntham, that is made of celestial matter, which is Suddha Tattva, where there is no decay, birth or death. It is aprakrita, unlike the world where somebody is born, they live, they age and then they die. There is suffering. In Sri Vaikuntham, there is no suffering. It's all eternal bliss. He is hard, dark-hued like the clouds. Andal Nachar in her Nachar Tirumali sings about how she is waiting for the dark-hued Kannan. Kannan erum Karum Deivam comes and marries her. The Vyuhavataram, he comes for the enjoyment and experience of his worshippers. It is not a story, but these are all true forms for us to enjoy. He attracts everything, both in Chetana and Achetana beings. He does not deviate from his duties, even during the Vyuhavatarams. He envelops the sky and Sri Vaikuntham and all the three worlds. He resides within those who surrender unto him and take him as their master. Just like as a tree gives shade, he takes us all those who surrender to him in his fold, under his shade, and protects them and makes them enjoy the coolness of the shade. His divine eyes are filled with mercy and compassion. He has a large, generous mind towards his devotees. He is never satisfied with what he is given to them and always wants to give more, just like as Nammalvar said in Periyathiruvanthadi. He keeps giving unendingly without getting affected by the misdeeds of the devotees. All he asks is for surrender unto me. This is a Sharanagati Padikam, and this brings us to the end of Sloka 59. See you all in Slokam 60.